Want to see a super easy way to add data entry forms to your Excel worksheets? Forms aim to improve user experience through a more user-friendly interface. We will use a workbook called Smart UI, whose embedded programming has the ability to build data entry forms in a fully automated way. This workbook is available for free download at smartbuildertool.com. After downloading the file, open the workbook and enable macros. The process of building a form begins with adding a new worksheet where the data will be stored. Note that you can copy and paste data from an existing worksheet. Automation scans the worksheet for a continuous range of data. The first row of the range will be considered the column header. For each header cell, a typing field with the same name is created on the form. This process continues until an empty cell within the header range is found. Data located after the range will be disregarded. This is especially useful if you want to add values from drop-down lists in the same worksheet. Only fields that use these lists will be created on the form. In addition, these fields will also be of the drop-down list type. Adjust the width of the columns as the size of each form field will be proportional to its header column. To signal to the workbook macro that you want to create a data entry form in that worksheet, simply add the plus sign in parentheses to its name. To run the form, click on the tab, Smart UI Home, and then on the button, Start Main Menu. See that a button with the same name as the worksheet has now been created. Click the button to open the form. The workbook macro creates the forms dynamically. The input fields are created and the layout is adjusted, taking into account the number of fields in the header row, the order in which they are defined, and their width, which is proportional to the width of the table column. All forms created by the Smart UI workbook follow the same pattern. At the top of the form are the data editing and record navigation buttons. In the center of the form are the fields used for data entry and visualization. A filter button is created next to each field that can be used to filter the data. Finally, below the fields, a list is positioned to view the data in table form. This list can also be used to navigate between records. If line breaks are added to any cell, the field associated with that column also allows line breaks. In columns that store date type values, a calendar button is created next to the field to facilitate filling. In columns whose cells are of the drop-down list type, fields of the drop-down list type are also created. You can create multiple forms in the same workbook, just follow these steps. Create data entry forms in a hassle-free way. The Smart UI workbook is available for free on the website smartbuildertool.com.